Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good Thursday evening, everybody. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz. And, of course, we are live at the Varsity Club here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin for 4.0 Scotch Doubles, the last match of round number 1. Thank goodness. We're finally here. This is Outer Points Productions, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is going to be a fun one. Spencer Rolph and Roger Pregler taking on John Sondo Sondalski and his partner Thad Burch. So without further ado, and there's a whole bunch of announcements coming up tonight, so we'll get to that in a little while, but how about we get these players started? And you know how it works. I'm in the booth by myself for the moment. I may have a guest commentator in a little while, but we'll see if they bite. So anyway, let's get to the overhead. All right, let's get ready to rumble, shall we? It is going to be 10 ball, which is a race to 9, and it is legitimate 10 ball rules. No 10 ball breaks. Three foul rule is in effect. Winner break, rack your own, and
I have a question on the lighting.
all right. A little bit of a question on the lighting. Actually, a suggestion, I should say. They wanted it a little bit brighter, and that's quite all right. All right, Roger pocketing. It looks like the 4 ball on the break. And Spencer having a shot at the 1. All right, let's all see who's all in the chat. We've got Fred Renner, liked and shared as always. Thank you very much. Chris Green, I think shooting up at Matt Apple tonight, right? Pete Beshta, what's going on, Pete? Justin Ellingson. Jamie Cools, we were just talking about you today, as a matter of fact. Actually, Jamie, Amy, and Corbin. We had our meeting for the junior tournament coming up August 3rd and 4th. Little staff meeting here at Varsity Club. Cannot wait. Trevor Simpson, what's going on, my friend? He's going to be our bouncer, a.k.a. security guard here for the juniors. Randy Parlick. What's going on, Randy? Well, these guys are making it look like the short, quick win if they keep playing like this. What's going on, Todd Foles? Sean Hanna from KO 3.0. What's going on, Anonymous? I love Scotch 10 ball. Honestly, I think it's probably my favorite game. Michael Parker. So if anybody's wondering, so you can't see I made the players a little bit bigger on the bottom of the screen. You can't see the Fargo, which is fine because it's Scotch doubles anyway. But it's like a 30-point spread between the two teams. It is, wow. I did not expect to see. I don't think Thad Burch did either. Expect to see that one. A little gift for Spencer and Roger. Well, as long as Roger doesn't run past pretty much the middle of the table, he should be good on the 9. If he runs any further past, especially on the bottom side of the table, going to bring that 10 into play. Good shot. Couldn't have left Spencer any better for this 9 ball. Kind of cut it a little bit close, but doable. All right, 1-0. Actually, I got to change that scoreboard. I agree, Randy. Just, get the Fargo, obviously Sondo and Thad Burch are ahead, but honestly, I believe this is going to be, this is too hard to call. I don't know who I would pick in this match because I think it's going to be, I hate to say it's going to be really close because I thought that about a couple of other matches that didn't turn out that way, but it is what it is. And Randy, you graduated with Roger? Jeepers. My apologies. All right, dry break by Spencer. Bringing Sondo to the table. Boom, boom. Who's Is that Randy Boom? So they are playing early 10s as long as it is not on the break. And obviously a combo at any time has to be called in 10 ball. Sondo pushed out, and Roger's taking his time to see if he wants to actually play this shot or not. Not an easy save. Jesse Crook. Good evening to you as well. My photographer for the KO Challenge. Oh, I get it. Roger that. What's up, Andy Coons? That's pretty creative, huh, Trevor? Of Jesse? By the way, Jesse, I haven't had a chance to thank you, but as always, for the awesome pictures from a great finals by Gray Seek, taking down Dan Coppins for the title of KO 3.0. I'll tell you, Gray just shot incredible for the entire series. So, huge shout out to him. Yep, cannot do that on this table. I think Spencer is going to have to play this rail first, and this 10 still might come into play to get to this 4 ball. You can't draw it. Got a little fortunate there. So, Andy Coons, good question. So, Vincent Didio and I were actually talking about that yesterday and today when we are going to do the actual tattoo, because I'm pretty sure I have my mind made up what it's going to be. And there will be cheese involved. So is there an actual date set? No. Because holy cow, have I got a lot on my plate right now. We're 3 weeks away from the junior tournament. And so the 1.1 KO challenge, which is 575 and under, filled in less than 48 hours. And the reason why I say that is, from my standpoint, the work that gets put into that prior to before the tournament even starts, getting 64 players into a chat and then into my notes, and it's just, yeah, wow. But holy cow, is that going to be huge. That's going to be end of August, beginning of September. That's going to start. So, a lot going on. And then getting set up for the big break. Jeez. I agree. Fred Renner, he definitely deserved that win. Fred did, I'm sorry, not Fred. Dan did not shoot his best, but Gray sure did. Wow, great shape by Thad. Angle's a little bit away from the 10, but not too severe. Sondo can hold it pretty well, pull it back about a ball. Let's get in a little closer, shall we? All right, 1 apiece. All right, Sondo coming up dry and leaving it, or I missed something there. Spencer is over there. I don't know if we can see that over there from the other camera, but maybe. Spencer was over there putting his jump cue together for a jump over the 6. I like the aggression. Yikes. Little firm. Well, Thad did not leave Spencer with the entire 2-ball to pocket, so he had to spin that a little bit. And, of course, it's in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, so that makes it even harder yet. Bringing Roger back to the table. All right. Who wants to hear the entire lowdown? That was fun. So, to give you the short and sweet, is everybody ready? I had two really nice Oshkosh police officers, about half my age. Holy crap. Came up to the booth, and they were looking for someone that matched a description of, one of the players. Gave me the name, so on and so forth. Anyway, the entire thing was a complete misunderstanding. It's all good. They radioed it in, blah, 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 and we're now resuming play. So, never had that happen on the stream before. Apologize for the silence. Then the police officers came back and said, actually, are you the one that goes by Little Cheddar? I'm like, yeah, why? It's like, we actually, we're going to have to take you with us, and if you would please, remove everything from your pockets, put your hands behind your head, and we're going to handcuff you. Somebody called in for shitty commentary. So I guess I'm going to jail. Okay, the last part I might have made up a little bit. All a misunderstanding. Back to play. And I think it is 2-1 in favor of Sondo and Thad. What's going on, Bud Snyder? So Bud, obviously you didn't catch the drift of what I had said on one of the other streams, or obviously you maybe weren't listening, but we're going to do a time lapse of the entire tattoo process. So you'll get to see the tears, and good thing there's no sound with a time lapse. That way you won't hear me crying. That would be kind of cheesy anyway. Oi! Overspin on the 5 ball by Sondo. Just when you think you've seen it all on the stream. I was actually going to turn the camera over by the police officers when they got. I'm like, I don't think that would be a good idea. Nope. They're not back, Fred. Still here. Yeah, I couldn't agree any more, Boom Boom. You know, it's funny how people just love, some people anyway, not all, just love drama. All right, we are knotted up at 2 apiece. Actually, Brett Tovar was just here with his son Owen, who is one of the junior competitors that's going to be here on August 3rd. So why don't we give a shout out to him in the sponsor spotlight right here from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Has his own roofing company, specializes re-roofs, asphalt, rubber roofing installs, leak detection, and repair. Get on over to his website at tovarconstructionllc.com and fill out the contact information form, and he will get right back to you. All right, Roger Pregler with the break and coming up dry. One thing that I've noticed that both of these teams have been doing is trying to hit the hell out of the ball on a 9-ball break, and it just doesn't work on this table. Even the break needs, I think, a little bit more finesse. Thanks, Mad Matt, buddy, old pal. Good evening to you as well, Larry Dassow. So, by show of hands, how many of you were here for the finals? And I'll give it a couple of minutes of 3.0 between Dan Coppins and Grace Seek. There's a reason why I'm asking this question. Because if you are paying attention to the chat, I'll tell you why. If you were here. All right, Thad with an attempted safe and did not get behind that 7-ball like he had hoped. So I think Spencer is probably going to be doing the same thing and getting the cue ball right behind the 5 and the 9. Ooh, he could see it. And a window between the 7 and the 10. I did not see that coming. Wow. Cool. Wow, what a great hit. What a fantastic hit by Sondo. All right, so we got a whole bunch of people that were here for the finals. So I found out after the match, talking with Gray, that those with the fantastic screen names, I'm not going to go through any of them other than Grandma Jenny and Grandpa Jim. The other ones were hilarious, but I can't say that on a family channel. Those were friends of Gray's, and they've done this through. They've done this throughout. I mean, you could almost tell. And Matt Strong was, with me in the booth. He kept saying, "I don't think these are real people," and they were. And I hate to ruin the, but they were hilarious. It was funny as hell. But they were, Gray's friends, and they do it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, if we could get them on the stream every night, that'd be awesome. All right, I don't think this 5 goes... maybe it does go past the 6. It was, Fred. Seriously, it was the funniest chat night, other than when Bill Larson is in the chat. Speaking of Bill, I noticed he is in the final 4 of the National Wheelchair Challenge, tournament, down in Quincy, Illinois. And I believe he plays tomorrow for, I don't know if it's no, he's got 1 loss. So he is on the 1-loss side. But wish him all the best. Did anybody see a bracket for the wheelchair championships? The reason I'm asking is, I'm very curious to see how many players were in it. I don't know of the other 4 or the other 3 players, I should say. And if it's going to be live streamed anywhere, because I'd love to watch that. Oh, cool. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, no doubt, Fred. This has a potential for a scratch in the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket. If he hits this tooth, oh, he hit it really good. Left Sondo with a pretty thin cut either direction. He's called it in the top left. and hit it fantastic. All right, rack number 6. Instead of Brett Tovar, it's Brent Lucas from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Midstate Amusement Games is a full-service operator serving the Fox Valley and southeast Wisconsin. They supply, install, and service all types of gaming equipment to increase the location's profits. So, if you haven't established and you're looking to upgrade your gaming equipment, give Brent Lucas a call. All right, Thad Burch to break in rack 6. All right, Sondo pocketing a ball. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That thing just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled forever. All right, ball in hand for Roger Pregler. Awesome. Thank you, Amy. Much appreciated. Fred, I think we should all send Bill a private message, to A, make sure he's got plenty of air in his tires. Roger putting a little bit too much side spin on that 5 ball, throwing it right out of the pocket. He's trying to do a little too much with that cue ball. Good shot by Sondo. All right, Sondo set to break in rack number 7. I love it. Boom, boom. Well, I hope they find Tara. So if you're interested, tonight, after this match, it is going to be, of course, another live drawing of round 2 in the Scotch Doubles Challenge. This is the last match. So 8 teams will be remaining after this is complete. So we're going to be redrawing for those 16 players and then scheduling those matches. All right, I will check that out. Trevor, much appreciated. Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket strikes yet again. You know, I don't know if I'd want to have a pocket named after me. I mean, unless it's a really, like a sewer where I never miss, but poor Vincent. And the worst thing is Vincent signed up for 1.1, and I think he was actually the first one to sign up. It's just fantastic. But now he's got to play on his, or against his own pocket again. All right, Roger. I think getting maybe a wee bit fortunate. Wait a second. Can't he make Roger shoot again? And I think John realizes that. He's looking at what what maybe Roger could play as a safety? Because he didn't call the 2 in that corner, I don't believe. No doubt, Trevor. I don't know if John realizes that he can give the shot back, because he is walking around the table quite a bit trying to figure out what to do and calling safe. This is kind of odd. Unless I missed something. Good shot by Spencer. So, Larry Dasso, were you in the chat, or did you watch the finals for 3.0? Grace Eek against Dan Coppins. That's what this conversation is about. Because it was hilarious. I even the next day, I was still laughing at some of the things that were said, and some of the screen names that I got called on. Several of them, especially Dr. Barry. Never mind. Correct. Boom, boom. Correct. All right, a little bit of an angle on the 6 ball for Spencer. I think he almost has to take the chance of drawing into the 7 and kind of giving it a little bit of a nudge. And the reason being is, if not, he's going to have to slow roll this 6 ball and leave Roger with a kind of a precarious shot on the 7. Yeah, I actually like that shot. So now Roger, just concentrate on making the 7. You don't have to worry about anything else. You should get shape in one of the corner pockets, if not one of the sides on the 8. We'll be able to see right away if Roger is going to pocket this 7 or not. Not at all what John wanted to give Thad for the shot on the 8. Obviously wanted to come around and play the 8 in the same pocket that just went in, and he just called this past the 10. Wow, this has got to be super tight. Yeah, that looked... All right, Roger to tighten the gap to 1 game again. All right, rack number 8 is going to be brought to you by Mr. Kevin Dorn. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's Lynn Dorn, Kevin's wife. LK Painting and Staining. They work with doors, windows, walls, base, case, staircase, cabinets, and really anything in a home that needs to be finished. Give Lynn a call at 920-213-2257. All right. Spencer with a successful break pocketing the 9 ball, and I think this looks pretty close. I don't think he can get all of the 1 to pocket it in the upper left. Good shot by Roger. I think this is almost a must jump. I don't think John can even go 2 rails or even 3 to hit this. I suppose he could go behind the 4. That wouldn't be the easiest. That's kind of a long jump, too. Thank you all holding, liked and shared. If you do get an opportunity, you haven't already, I'm guessing pretty much everybody in this chat is already a subscriber. If not, get that smoke to clear before he shoots the cue ball. Oh, perfect timing. That's actually the last thing he wanted to do was break out the 6-10, but I think John may have gotten away with it and tied up the 6 ball again. What's even worse is the 3 is tied up. I think Spencer came up a little bit shorter than what he had hoped for this 2 on the side, because Roger's going to have to come around, avoid the 8, avoid the 4, and try to get shape on, I think, the 3-7 combo. Well, any shape on the 3 would be good. So, a little bit of news that I was going to tell everybody about. If you look down at the bottom right of your screen, this is the cool stuff. This is the fun stuff that I've been waiting to tell everybody about. Given that we went over 1,000 subscribers, thanks to all of you, and to Margaret Fefalova and Rich Stadler and several other people, the channel is monetized, but it has to go through a review process with YouTube, and you actually have to apply for it. I didn't know that. So then they look at all of your content and see if you're worthy of it. And for what I don't know how I passed, but here we are. So the reason I tell you that, if you look at the bottom right, there's a little dollar bill down in the bottom. If you're on your phone or whatever, in the right next to the chat button, you got the little smiley face. And now it's monetized. So I can now accept donations right from you, the viewers, which is pretty cool. So if you tap it, it has super stickers and super chat. Each one of them, and you can actually pick what you would like to send. And there's all different categories, different amounts. Here's the reason I tell you all of this. The junior tournament coming up is... It's a costly event. It's costly for Varsity Club itself. And the reason I say that is we're going to do I have to run it past the owner yet, but a pizza party for all the kids and the parents. Hotel accommodations, which I'm trying to work out a deal with Best Western Waterfront. $2,000 worth of jersey. Well, yeah, it's a good chunk of change for jerseys for all the kids. I was just contacted by Brandon Jacoby last night that he has 6 to potentially 12 more juniors that are going to be attending, or that he's actually going to be signing up tomorrow morning. So there's a real good possibility of having between 30 and 35 juniors for the very first year. I'm just beside myself with that. Wow. What a great shot by Roger. Excellent bank shot. And at a pretty crucial time, too. Tie it up or make it 5-4 Sondo and Thad. So if you are so inclined, again, every little bit helps. If you want to do a super chat or a super sticker, it is immensely appreciated, and it everything goes to the juniors, every last bit of it. So all right, this 10 ball by Spencer Rolph to make it all tied up at 4 apiece again. Wow. And there's the very first one. Thank you, Kevin Kisting. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Kevin is actually playing in 1.1. He was one of the kind of in the middle of the road yesterday of signups, or the day before when I first released it. So, Kevin, I can't thank you enough. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And that's exactly what I was saying. There, $9.99. If you did that 10 times, that's $100. It's not a small amount. Now, if you did it 100 times, then all the pizza's covered for the juniors. Thanks, Kevin. And another one. Thank you. Much appreciated, Justin Ellingson. That will go towards at least a half a pizza. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I'm saying that because, man, it's going to take a lot of pizza if there's going to be 30 kids, even if it's 24 and parents. And, yeah, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Ooh, a little skid. Ooh, got away with it, though. Good shot. I agree, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. And that's why, going down to Georgia for the Monica Webb's Battle of the Junior Champions, that was one of the most rewarding tournaments I've ever covered. I think I almost enjoyed that just as much as I did going to Derby City, because the appreciation that the kids have and the sportsmanship that the kids have it's a lot better than ours. I don't know where they get the crappy habits from, but it was a great shot by Roger Pregler. Well, that being down 4-2 puts them in the lead 5-4. So without those kids, our sport dies. There's no question about it. And having been to several of those events, it's going pretty strong right now. But I wish I would have had the help or the social media or any other kind of platform when I first started playing, because it was my parents were not very well off. I wouldn't say we were poor, but we did without a lot of things that our neighbors had. So going to pool tournaments and stuff like that, it wasn't affordable. We just couldn't do it. My mom actually worked 3 jobs, and you can't afford to do stuff like that when you're just providing food. But kids are given a lot more opportunities these days, and I think it's awesome if us adults can help them out. Boom, boom. Wait, make up your mind, man. Which team do you want to win? What? What did I change? Boom, boom. Have you been drinking this afternoon? If you had, or if you have, would you mind sharing? Caught that one ball a little bit too thick. Good shot by Thad. Boom, boom. I think you just got a proposal from Larry Dassel. So, I mean, if you're both single, hey, best of luck to you both. That's way to go, Larry. All right, John going to play the 4 and the 5 in the same pocket, and most likely he will be shooting if he gives Thad shape on the 5, that is. Going to be playing the 6-7 combo in the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket. And we all know how that may turn out. Aw, maybe you guys could go on a karaoke date together. That'd be sweet. That'd be special. Boom, Boom, and Larry. I'll tell you what, everybody in the chat, I'll start it out. Here you go. This one's from Little Cheddar. This is for Boom, Boom, and Larry. Wishing you guys the best. I never once thought of Outer Points Productions as being a matchmaking stream, but hey, whatever works. Have at it. Excellent shot by Sondo. Leaving Thad with just draw it back to middle of the table-ish. That's pretty good-ish. Yeah, isn't that cool, Trevor? The last place that you would ever think... I wonder if I can get monetized doing that. Outer Points matchmaking. Good shot by John. Perfect angle on the 9 ball for Thad to get over to the 10. Oh, crap. It would take you, Matt. It would take your eyes to see something like that. What the hell? You're wrong. All right, 5 apiece in this race to 9. Well, now a race to 4. No cheddar in the middle. Good evening to you as well, David Martins. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Last time we talked to you was Monday night. It is a circus. All right, John missing the 2 ball all the way down, and it looks like he could have potentially tied up. Let's take a closer look. Maybe. Not sure how he's going to get back to this 4 ball. It's a cheese sandwich, Matt. For God's sakes, man. Yes, that is a little cheddar sandwich. Well, the only place that Spencer did not want to put the cue ball was in the pocket, obviously, and giving that ball in hand, because that's about the only place on the table where the cue ball could end up where you could make the 4. Because it does not pass. I don't think so. Yeah. It does not. I think Thad has left John straight on. So he had to put a little schmutz on that. You too, huh, David? Same here. As always, thank you, everybody, if you're joining us, If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to Outer Points Productions. Greatly appreciated. This is Little Cheddar. And if you're not already a subscriber, please do that. Very simple. Go to the channel, hit the like button, share it with all your friends, and then hit that subscribe button, that little bell. And then you are notified every single time that we go live. So after this match is over with, I am going to be shutting down the stream, and about 10 minutes of setup to go to the digital pool bracket, and then we are going to do a redraw of the remaining players, or teams, I should say. Great shot by Roger Pregler, getting Spencer back down to play the 10. And that was not simple either. All right, 6-5. And it looks like they are going to take a quick timeout. So, I'll give you everybody a list of this is pretty much what has happened already. And it's honestly it's not even updated 100% just yet. But this is a couple $1,000 that's already in for there's gas cards and pool cues, trophies. John Kramer from Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame is free entries, seat at the banquet. Lots of people that have donated cash. So I'm going to leave that up there while they're on break. And I'm going to do a little bit of computer work so I can get prepared for the live drawing. If you so choose, it would be immensely appreciated if you use Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Donate to the junior tournament coming up. So, Mad Matt, to answer your question, 1.1 filled up this afternoon. So, yes, it is full, and I believe there are either 7 or 8 on the waiting list. So, I'm anticipating there's probably going to be a couple of substitutions throughout. So the reason I say that, if you want to get on the waiting list, either send me a private message or say something on Facebook under that tournament page or that post, and I will get you signed up. Peyton's Fivehead tuning in from Tennessee. How do you do? David, I've never been the Big Cheese, so, but thanks. All right, players are back at the table. So, looks like it is Roger Pregler's break. So, Mad Matt, if So your question, is it full? Not only is it full, but I did the math and everything for the prize breakdown. And so think about this. It's a 64-player bracket. Single elimination. So round 1, you're down to 32. I'm going to do this real quick for obvious. Round 2, you're down to 16. Round 3, you're down to 8. Round 4, you're down to 4. Round 5, you're down to 2. Round 6, somebody's declared a winner. There's a reason why I went through that whole entire obvious scenario. It's a $265 entry. 200 of that goes to the prize pool. 65 goes to trophies, jerseys, shirts, memberships, the pool tables that I'm making, the boxing gloves, all kinds of stuff, plus literally the hundreds of hours that I put in arranging and being in the booth. So the reason I tell you that, after all of that, there's $12,800 in the prize pool. First place, just for winning 6 matches, is $5,000. $5,000 for winning 6 matches and paying $265. That's not bad. Second place, $2,500. Third place, I believe, was, I'd have to do the math, I think it's $1,500. And then, or third and fourth place is $1,500. And then fifth through eighth place is $575. So I'm paying the top 8. It's going to be an incredible tournament. It really is. I can't wait. And that's going to be starting beginning of September. End of August, beginning of September. So Todd Foltz asked, what are the combined teams Fargo's? Sondo, and it's kind of hiding behind their pictures. Roger and Spencer come in at 1141 Fargo, and Sondo and Thad come in at 1172. So they're up by actually 31 points of Fargo, and the underdog right now is winning. So Roger's going to be jacked up over this 7 ball a little bit. So to get to the 3 ball is not the easiest. You always got to try to put a little extra on this, and then it typically either end up miscuing or just not hitting enough on it. Wow, that was phenomenal. I mean, that was not easy shape at all. Roger made it look that way. You're welcome, Todd. So Spencer either has to follow this down and have Roger play the 4 on the side, or try to draw back a little bit. He's got to hit it pretty well, though. And, yeah, that... As everybody has been watching over since the Knockout Challenge has started, since we've been on this stream table, you cannot force shots into any of these pockets because the shelves are just a little bit deeper than the rest of the tables. It's a pro cut diamond. So these have to be finessed in. And I have seen good player after good player after good player struggle on this table. I love it. I can't remember the last quiet night in the booth other than when I'm not here. I feel lonely. All by myself. Had a late cancellation. Trevor, I should have had you come up. Could have went for a cycle ride. I wouldn't do that to you. Last minute. All right, Roger leaving Spencer with a shot on the 4, but not an easy one. It's not terribly hard, but he's going to have to pinch it a little bit to make sure he doesn't get behind the 8 ball, because now Spencer is going to have to give Roger a shot on the 5 in the upper right-hand corner instead of the easier one in the lower right. I don't think it's even that, Larry. I think it's more speed. I've seen it way too many times where good players have hit. They start missing in the beginning and start trying to force shots. You go back and watch Gray and Dan the other night. Actually, one of my favorite games or players to watch was Scott McFarlane the other night. Even though he ended up not getting the victory, he's got a fabulous stroke. Got a hell of a game. And it was very medium speed, pocket speed. I say it every stream. All the guys in 1.1, if they didn't play in 1.0, they're going to find out. All right, looks like Roger is going to be playing the 5-6 combo. Good shot. Well, Spencer's left Roger with a little bit of a precarious shot. It's pocketable on the 7, but where the cue ball and the 8 ball end up are what is raising a lot of doubt in Roger's head here. Wow, did he hit that good? Hit it great, but I don't know if that 8 ball passes that. It sure looks like it. All right. Opportunity for Sondo and Burch. Tie it up again. 6 apiece. Wow. Great shot by Sondo. Mad Matt, you got it. I will do that. All right, 6 apiece. Sponsor Spotlight is going to be brought to us by Billet Spin EDC, which stands for Everyday Carry. Some pocket items. They make heirloom quality pens, among other items from standard and exotic materials. Soon to be making high-end folding knives as well. That is Rich Stadler and Sue Stadler. Got something to say about that gentleman as well. Coming up. Give me a moment. All right, looks like Thad drew it straight into the side pocket. This is probably the easiest layout either one of these teams have faced in this match so far. I think maybe the 3 to the 4 could probably be the most challenging shot, the one that Rogers got coming up right now. I can see why Roger's taking his time on this. I really don't blame him, because now it's down to, it's a race to 3 to move on to the redraw. So it's a big deal. And he couldn't have hit that any better. Wow. That was a great shot by Roger. Great shot by Spencer as well. They got a good run going. All right, just straightforward follow. Give Roger almost straight in shot on the 8, and it's pretty much a stop shot for Spencer on the 10 ball. All right, make sure that you are paying close attention, Fred Renner. And if Lacey Rochelle is out there, or Tim Schatz, or any of them after this game, wait till you see what's coming up. And I do apologize if this runs in a little bit into the break for the next one. I apologize, but we'll get to that in just a second. 7-6. All right. So if everybody remembers back the last 2 years, I'll put this flyer out on social media in probably tomorrow, actually. So this is what used to be the other half of the commentators battle. It was Brian and I against Taylor Collar and Corey Peterson. And it was always to raise money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities, which is, it's just an awesome foundation. So coming up, this is going to be August 31st. Basically right before the start. It's the weekend or the second weekend prior to the start of 1.1. It is 48 player maximum at a 540 and under. And this is to raise money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities. I'll get back to the match in just a second. On top of that, on the same day, we are going to have a ring game that is all for charity. Matt Strong and Rich Stadler are going to be in the commentary. It's a ring game between Taylor Collar, Corey Peterson, Dan Coppins, Tommy Beshta, Jeff Cole, and myself. Each of us are putting in $100, and it's just an honor if you win it all and donate $600 to Ronald McDonald. That would be awesome. So watch for this on Facebook. If you are 540 or under, you're going to want to sign up for this. This is going to be another fun day. So, all right, back to the action. So Roger pocketed something on the break and did not leave Spencer with a whole lot. Wow. Wow. He actually called that. What a fabulous shot by Spencer. I believe that was a really, really good two-way shot by Roger. Went for the bank and made sure that cue ball ended up right by the 6, obviously where it is. For a shot on the 3, but also a blocker if he missed it. That was a fabulous shot. Wow. Wow. What a fabulous shot by John Sandalski. What a hell. He just came over to the booth, gave me a thumbs up. What a beauty. And a great follow-up by Thad. Yep, we could be going to 7-7 here. The only potential issue that I see is the 6 to the 7. It's kind of tight to the rail. So, I mean, he could, play a stop shot, obviously. Well, then, hello to Lacey and Tim. So Lacey and Tim and Fred Renner, Corey Peterson, myself, Taylor had just did phenomenal last year, selling tickets and raising money for the Ronald McDonald House charity. And they have volunteered their time to do it again, and you guys have no idea how much we appreciate that. I think last year, all total, so along with the charity tournament and selling all the tickets and so on, is a golf tournament. So the majority, they have a silent auction on some incredible items, a lot of Packer gear and so on, but it's a huge day. And last year, I think it was $110,000 that was raised for Ronald McDonald House. So, thank you. Thanks, Fred, and everybody that helped. And thanks for coming back year after year to help us out. Holy draw shot by John. Wow. Well, I think it should be this 7 ball is probably going to be the hardest shot to make this 7-7. Could not have hit that any better. What a match. What a match. What a match. Yep. Who sees a hill coming up? You know, it all started out with that jump shot on the 3 ball from Sondo. Huge. What an out. And what a crucial time, too. All right, 5 ball goes in, 10 ball goes in, and a shot on the 1-6 combo. So the 10's going to come back up. And then it is Sondo's shot. This is one of those where you really got to bear down and figure out, without a doubt, where that 1 ball is going to end up. Hey, that's not a bad idea, Larry. Shout out to Todd Holzer up in Mosinee at On the Hill. All right, pocketed the 6, and John kind of gave it a little bit of a wince, but I don't think this is all that bad. It's just a matter of pocketing this 1 ball in the Vincent Didio pocket and just rolling forward and playing the 2 in the lower right. Or just playing it. Oh, this is even better yet. He just cleared the 9. Well, I mean, it wasn't in a horrible spot to get onto the 4, but it did open things up in that pocket a little bit. And again, everybody, if you haven't already liked it and shared it, please do so. Wow, we've got a third of you have already done that, so much appreciated. Make sure you're a subscriber as well. And if you hadn't already heard, immediately following this match, I'm going to go and meet with the players very quick. And then get set up for the redraw for round 2. I personally think I would have played that 2 in the side pocket. And I understand what John was trying to do. I think it would have just been a little bit easier to get shape on the 3. playing the 2 in the side. Just my opinion. So, not an easy shot on the 3, but speed control is going to be everything on this. He's going to have to come around the 10 ball. Maybe he could stay short of it with inside English, but that 8 ball is huge. Yeah, and right in the Vincent Didio pocket. Derek Delancey, one of the players with his partner here in 4.0. This is a good match. How nervous would you guys be in the chat if you got 5 balls on the table and you got to get shape on this 4 ball? I think you got it. I think Roger's probably going to have to go rail first. I think he can pocket this, but I don't think directly. I might be wrong. It would be a first, but I might be. Nope, good shot. A slight angle on this 8 ball. I think I would actually hit this with maybe a little bit of authority. Well, I mean, if he can hold it where he's pointing his stick, that's obviously the best and the easiest shot. Yeah, just a slight angle. Yeah, could hold it well. And actually leaves Roger a really good angle to just pocket the 9 with pocket speed and don't overhit it, and easy shape on the 10. Well, nothing's easy when it's 7-7 in a race to 9. I don't think he could have hit it any better. All right. Spencer fires in the 10 ball. And Spencer asked for a quick break. All right, so we'll put that back up there. I was talking about before. So if you look at the very top for the fundraiser, $75 entry, $20 of that. Let me back. So $55 goes towards the players. $20 of that entry goes to the Ronald McDonald House charity. 10% of the Calcutta also goes to the charity, and the remaining 90% obviously goes to the players or the person who bought the players. Doors open at 10, Calcutta at 11 o'clock, as always at Varsity Club. If you want to purchase tickets at all, contact Fred Renner, Corey Peterson, Taylor Collar, Lacey Torzewski, or Tim Schatz, or myself. And we would be happy to sell you a bunch of tickets. All kinds. Every time we do this is lots of raffle prizes. Most likely, I haven't talked to P Shower yet, but a queue from P Shower to raffle off. They've always been incredible. And then there's the other half of it. That's the Ronald's Ring Game. Matt Strong and Rich Stadler is going to be in the booth. Myself, Jeff Cole, Tom Beshta, Dan Coppins, Corey Peterson, and Taylor Collar are going to be playing a rain game for $100 a piece. All of it, every single penny of it, goes to RMHC. So watch for that on Facebook, and we are hoping very much, just like the last 2 years, it is going to fill fast. Real quick, while we're waiting for, actually, Thad Burch went to the little players' room. Mentioned it a million times on every single stream so far. If you're not already a member of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, get out there onto the website or contact John Kramer. It is a nonprofit organization that recognizes and honors the individuals who have made a profound impact in billiards through their exemplary talents. Membership is so inexpensive, and the benefits that you get from it are priceless. Seriously, it's priceless because of the fact that you get voting rights to nominate who you think should be in the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. You get an invitation to the banquet itself, if you so choose. And the induction ceremony it's incredible. It really is. And I've said this before, it's very emotional. Players that would, I guess, not really expect to be voted into the Hall of Fame, I've watched in tears. One of the best ones was, if I remember, here in Oshkosh, when Larry Neville was inducted, John Fields did the induction speech, and it was pretty incredible. All right, players are back. Roger Pregler and Spencer Rolph on the hill, breaking for this round one victory. Al Holden saying he just joined this month. That's awesome. Yeah, make sure you and Leanne come to the banquet, and the tournament is actually going to be here at Varsity Club this year again, and I believe the banquet itself is going to be down at the Best Western. Trying to think of the name of the restaurant that they have there. It's just a huge banquet facility. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, Spencer does not have a direct hit on this two ball. Well, I shouldn't say that. He can't see the entire two ball to pocket in the corner, so he actually just called the bank. Going a little aggressive, and I like this just because of where the 4 is, because I don't believe it passes the 8. I might be wrong. We'll have to go to a different view to see that as soon as he shoots. Boy, he shortened that one up. More than my height. Well, I believe Thad and Sondo are... That's Sondo, so... Yeah, I don't think... that's close. 4 going past the 8. It's going to be a relatively easy save for Sondo here. See if he can stick him right on the backside of that 7 ball. All right, I believe he is close enough to being behind that. Yep, definitely behind the 7 enough where Roger's either going to have to jump or kick at this. And I personally would kick and call the 10 just for the heck of it. All right. Cue Ball Airlines. Out on the tarmac. Prepared for takeoff. Good hit. Did not leave Thad with the easiest of shots, but I believe he did leave him with a potential combo on the 2-8. I don't know if I would play this combo. I think I would play safe on this, just given where, because that 9-10 is ugly. Or unless that's part of the plan. John could actually play this 2 off the 10 now and break all of this up, but he has to make sure he knows where this 9 is going, number one, if it hits it. And it's not a huge window to get behind this, to get to the 3 or avoid the 4 ball. Not a horrible place to play a safe here either. As you can tell, that 10 ball is right tight against that outer point. Well, he did obviously pocket the 2 off the 10, like I said, but does he have a shot on this 3 ball? I think so. Great shot. Oh. Very unfortunate. Not the best place for that 4 to end up. John can play it. I think he can play it off the 6 in the side. I think he just called it cross side. Which is kind of interesting because this could easily scratch off the 6 if he doesn't draw out of it. But if he draws out of it, then he's probably going to double hit it. Interesting. I can fully understand why John is taking his time on this. I would too. This is such an important shot. I mean, this literally could decide the rest of this match. If he tries to pocket it and, the bank, and obviously he scratches, the 7 to the 9 is pretty difficult, but I think he might be able to play the 9-10 in the side. I don't know. Wow. What a great shot. I mean, it's a fabulous shot to make the cross bank and ends up with nothing again. Well, the only two people that don't want to see this go hill is Roger and Spencer. I think the rest of us all want to see Thad and Sondo win this rack. Yeah, and Thad has taken just as much time as John did on the previous shot, and I don't blame him either. Excuse me. I personally, if I was shooting, I think I would probably try to play safe here. A little bit of low left, not a lot, and hit the left side of the 6 ball and come 2 rails. Try to get the cue ball behind the 7. Just like that. What a fabulous shot. That's fantastic. I mean, you couldn't hit better speed. All right, Spencer has called the 6 in the right-hand side pocket. So it looks like he is going to kick 2, maybe 3 reels and maybe hit the backside of the 6. Oh, boy. All right, ball in hand. With 4 balls on the table for Sondo and Thad Burch to make this a hill-hill match. Okay. Well, it's kind of all dependent upon what John had in mind with this 10-9. That has a couple of options, and I'll be honest, I don't know. Let's zoom in on this. I don't know if I like that 9-10. That is... that is tough. All right, well, we're about to find out. What a pressure shot. I don't know if I'd take it. If John misses, if he calls the 9-10 combo and misses it, it's probably going to cost them the match. I really think, and given the angle of this, wow. I think I would actually play safe here. I think I would thin the left side of the 9-ball as John looks at it. And just kind of put it anywhere behind the 10 where Spencer and Roger can't make it. All right. He called it. He called the 10 in the side. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What would you do in the chat? Wow. Wow. Wow, what a shot. Guess what? It's Hill. Shocking. And it looks like Sondo is out of his seat over there. And this is cool. So this is what I was talking about. What I've noticed on this stream and the players is the sportsmanship of everybody has been, well, other than one, actually, has been awesome. So that was really cool to see. All right, here we go. 8-8. Last game of the night, no matter what. And this is going to come up dry with a shot on the 1 ball for Spencer and Roger. Fun. The problem with pocketing the 1 is the cue is going to end up down by the 8 ball, which leaves him a hit on the 2, but not an offensive shot. So, what do you do if you're Roger Pregler? Let's give you a little different view instead. It could potentially, and at this point, I don't think I could convince myself to do it, is to jack up just a little bit and try and draw into play the 1 in the lower left and try to draw into the 3 as a stopper. Because if he makes it and catches a piece of the 3 and it doesn't come back out and block it, he's got a shot on the 2 and potentially a match-winning shot. As always, thank everybody for tuning in. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit the little like button. Hit the little bell after you've subscribed so you're notified when we go live again. And we'll be finding that out within the next 24 hours or so. Because the live drawing is going to be immediately following this game. As I said before, we're going to get all set up. Do the live draw for round number 2. All right, Roger elected to play safe. And the only thing that he's really given Sondo is either a safety of his own, or he can play a 1-9 bank combo, which I don't think I would do that. Yeah, Al, he could have played the carom on the 9, but where's the 1 ball going to end up? I mean, I see what you're saying, but that you'd have to hit that so hard. And the 1's going to be flying, the cue ball is going to be flying. You may end up scratching, following the cue in after the 1. Not a shot I would take on a hill game. Wow. Great shot by Sondo. Excellent safety. No doubt, Sean. No doubt. Hill, hell. Well, just for the players, not for us. Here's a fun thought, just in case nobody else has thought of it. They are playing 3 fouls, so if Spencer doesn't get a hit on this, the way the balls lay right now, there are 2 really, really good safes that Thad or Sondo could play and put him at 2 fouls. All right, Spencer has called the 1 in the upper left-hand corner, so he is going to Z-bank the cue ball in hopes of hitting that 1 unsuccessfully. So now, you're Thad. Do you pocket the 1, get the shape to play the 2 in the side by the 3? Yeah, I think I would. Perfect angle. Well, this is actually a very simple shot for Thad. Just pocket the 3 with just a smidge of follow. Comes right back out to the middle of the table-ish. Plays the 4 in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, which that's always a fun one. I don't know if he got there. I don't know if he completely got there. I'm a little shocked that he did not hit that any harder. Well, he could see just enough of it. I think he had to spin that just a smidge. So now it's just pocket the 5. Don't miss the 5 ball. And the rest, I'm not going to say it. The rest is pretty easy. Okay, maybe not. Not so much anymore. Actually, I think he can play with a little bit of inside English, not a ton. He can avoid hitting the 7 ball and come 2 rails and play the 7 in the same pocket. Just a little bit of pressure on this. Oh, this might bounce too much. Oh, it sure did. That's why I was saying a smidge of inside English. Because if you put a ton of it on, you're going to get obviously too close to your work. So now, wow. Dad's already called the bank. Upper right-hand corner. So, you talk about do or die. This is it. This better bounce, too. Oh, my. We got a game here, folks. We have got a game. And I'll tell you what, if I was Roger Pregler, right now, I would be hitting just a little bit of left center of that 7 ball. Make sure it doesn't get all the way up to the 9. And put that cue ball right behind the 10. A little bit of left-hand spin. Bottom left. Yep, Sean Carpenter, a hero shot or sold a farm. Got very fortunate that 7 ended up where it did, and the cue ball. Because this could have been all over for Sondo and Thad. So this shocks the hell out of me. Because right now, Roger just called the 7 in the lower left-hand corner. I don't know if he's going to hit it that speed. But if he goes for this shot, an offensive shot, I would be shocked. I mean, I would just be beside myself with one question. Why? Medium speed, get the cue ball behind the 10. Yep, that's the sellout shot. And that's what I was saying. You can't hit that with so much speed that the 9 goes past the 10 ball. You could do anything but that. Anything but putting it there. He tried to get way too perfect on that shot. And I understand, obviously, what he's trying to do, but at that pace, you have to hit it perfect speed. Yeah, I agree, Mike. That's what I kept saying. You put him behind the 10. That's your main goal, but leave that 7 short of the 9. Now you put it right down by the pocket, and it's the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket, so I'm not going to say another damn word. Oh, my. That was not a John Sandalski stroke at all. He let up on that worse than I think I've seen John hit a shot. There is... You can see the nerves on these guys' faces. Roger's up and out of his seat. Let's see if we can find Roger. There's Roger. Upper right hand of your screen. You can't even watch. All right. What do you do if you're Spencer Rolph? And if somebody says 7-10 combo, I think I'm going to jump right through the chat and give you a smack. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Leave him with anything but that. I don't think there's anything worse what Spencer could have done than that. Again, instead, you're going for the hero shot on a table that does not lend you that opportunity. I mean, you might make that 7-ball cut 2 out of 10. Not a good decision, in my opinion. There's so many other things that Spencer could have done differently with that 7-ball. And you're right, Mike Lemire. It's all about the pressure. I tell you what, this isn't the easiest shot here either. It's not horrible, but it looks very simple on the screen. Looking at it from the booth, this is not simple at all. Especially when it's 2 balls to move on. Hit it good. Well, another hill match, folks, and it's all over in favor of John Sandalski and Thad Burch. They are moving on. Spencer Rolph and Roger Pregler are packing up their cues. So, as I said before, folks, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to roll these credits real quick. Then I am going to get set up for the live draw. I'm going to fix it right now so I can move Sondo and Thad over to the winner's side on Digital Pool. All right, folks, thank you so very much for tuning in. As always, have an incredible rest of your evening. And if you so choose to, come back in about 10 minutes. You'll get a notification if you are a subscriber. If not, watch for it on Facebook. You'll know what's coming up next. Good night, everybody.